Yeah. Okay, welcome to our week 6. All right, lecturing sessions. Today is 29th of March 2024. Okay, this is basically our first lecturing class online session for our assignment 2, digital illustrations. All right, guys. So that means today, as as part of the request for majority of the students, okay, to do it online because we have holiday last public holiday yesterday. So we go through with the online sessions after this, okay. So that means okay, the following weeks later on when it comes to the Raya holiday, I had some also requests. So that means if you guys really want to have an online at that times, okay, you just let me know there, okay? All class reps you can add it also on your streams on our wall, and then we are going to provide some sort of like announcement from there, okay? So let's go through with our assignment 2. If you get, if you look back again to my demonstration that I made, okay, but I didn't actually put any videos yet. But one of the videos that I actually have been uploaded, okay, this morning, early morning there, okay, only 4 minutes. But if I'm not mistaken, okay, one of your friends actually record also some sort of extended kind of demonstration there, okay. I can't remember her names, but if you actually have it emailed to me, please let me know, okay, on WhatsApp, all right, because I have a lot of uh, email basically have been run through basically in my formal email direct official email. So please let me know on WhatsApp directly. And even though my WhatsApp also been running through a lot of requests and also notifications, so that means sometimes I miss out, okay, and some of those message I just have time basically to make a comment there, okay, this morning there, okay. So thank you very much, okay, for waiting, and please make sure that you guys improve from there. All right. So we go through back again to our lessons over here. One of the most important things that you have to go through first, how to start with it. You have to snap your own photos there first, guys. Okay, snap your own photos like this. Okay, one of the things that I'm been working on there, okay, I just want to recap a bit more there, okay. This earlier there, okay, Monday, okay. What I have done there, okay, I actually have draw basically from those without any references there, guys. Okay, I'm using my free hands, free kind of what we call that methods, okay, to work with my drawings, okay, my kind of drawing and my caricatures here. So one of the reason I do that kind of freehand kind of what we call that methods without any references, or I'm using basically only a minimal kind of references without layering them, okay, because I want to show you guys, okay, I want to show the students how basically we can work with those kind of drawings without references, but you're using your kind of understanding, knowledge, and imagination at the same time. So I really encourage you guys to find or to snap your own photos, the latest photos there. Okay, I don't want to see that you guys use 5, 10 years, 2, 3 years kind of photos there. Okay, just try to snap a few number kind of photos, different kind of angles. Okay, different kind of angles in order for you guys to study back again your own face. One of the reasons is not about your face, not about yourself basically, but I want you guys to practice to develop the skill to create a characters later on, okay, because these kind of assignments that have been given to you guys, been planned with you guys for you guys, is actually to develop your development skills, okay, development skills. So that means if you're not actually go through correctly, especially when it comes to improve your drawing skills, sketch line structures and strokes, and study basically your own face to create into a characters, okay, to develop into characters. We develop a characters right now there, guys. It doesn't mean that you can draw all this sort of anime character manga kind of style, you become a character designers. Most of you guys will imitate the, okay, try to be a wannabe kind of character designer, right? So if you want to create more standard kind of process, how to develop your skill in designing the characters, this is one of it. Okay, so I'm planning basically, okay, I'm strategize basically this particular kind of lesson because I really understand, okay, the core needs of the students to develop their skills. At the same times, you need to improve your drawing skills. So from here, I combining my kind of what we call that head with my own body. So if you want to really understand how to create a caricatures at the moment, because we have three different kind of what we call that exercise that we have to complete. Okay, but for me, those three exercise that you have to be submit there, okay, you have to submit, okay, it's not enough. If you're really poor at your drawing skills or your development skills, okay, at the moment I have drawn more than 5 drawings. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, 5 there, right? So if I can draw 5 drawings for a week, I think you can do better than that. Okay, as usual. Because if you want to improve your design senses and your design skills, one drawings are not going to make any changes there. So I've been actually been asking, and also what we call that I discussed with some of the students. They say they're they don't know where to start. This is where you can start there, right? Okay, you can start by snap your own photos, but I'm not going to use these actual kind of photos from my body there, okay? Because why? Because the resolutions are going to be a bit more pixelized, okay, going to be blurred there, right? So I shoot another photos of me, and then I combine my head and the bodies together. Okay, the head skills. Okay, for develop the characters are going to be 2 head scale there, guys. And one more thing you have to remember, okay, when I actually want to develop this particular kind of caricature style, I have to squash a little bit, not stretch, but squash a little bit my body, so they will become more cartooning kind of looks rather than the natural kind of body there. So if you want to make your caricatures design more presentables, make sure you squash a little bit on your body and you're going to improvise them later on. Okay, that's basically one of the main kind of ideas that works. All right, and the results are going to be look like this. Okay, start with the sketches first. Okay, sketch as detailed that you can. I start with the basic constructive line. Okay, just to measure basically the head scale, which is have to be balanced, just like you create a chibi characters there normally. And then I'm going to just kind of head scale to sketch back again according to those references. Okay. So following this step there, guys, okay, don't try to be smart to draw any other people's characters yet. Especially if you don't have any good skill to develop your drawings. All right. So don't try to copy other people's characters there. Okay. SpongeBob, what we call the Simpsons characters. Okay. What else there? Adventure Times kind of character design. I don't want to see those kind of characters be developed yet. I want you guys to draw caricatures there first. Period. Caricatures. That means you're going to draw your own face according to your references, based on your own photos, and of course, you can actually liquefy them. From these photos that I'm using there, okay, I try to liquefy it a little bit, and I'm also improvise them. All right, I'm also improvise them. So the result from the cleanup line, okay, this is basically sketches, still in the sketches mode. Wait up there, right? Okay. Okay, this is basically the quality of my cleanup line using those wet media brushes, Carl Ultimate Ink brushes. Okay, try to analyze and look back again how actually I construct the quality of line that based on these references there, right? Okay, these samples there. And of course, you have to create silhouette, because once you combine all the line together, you can actually make selections and you can paint them up back again. Okay, so I have another results. Okay, another kind of sample that I made right here. Okay, this is basically my line sketches, but this one I'm combining other people's body there, okay? Another character's bodies, which is I'm using a Google kind of references to work on that. Okay, if you seems to understand how to work with your kind of references, you guys can use other people's body that you works, okay, to make it more interesting. Okay, so I combine two different kind of references together in my kind of samples there, okay, for my samples. And then once basically I clean up the line, okay, using my sketches there, okay, and then I selected basically the selection areas to fill in the colors for the shapes. So every single character design, not designers, character design has a very strong kind of silhouette shapes, which is posed and also following basically the ideation of the postures, the personalities, the strong features for that particular kind of design. Okay, so I actually write using soft brushes to work a lot on these illustrations. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate to you guys how it works, some of the details I'll be working on from there. All right, at the same time, I'm going to show you guys how to finish up the line and also combining with the background kind of illustrations, okay, to create a more believable kind of scenarios from there. Okay, but we don't have to draw. Okay, this one there, okay, if you guys seems to saw these particular references, this is some other thing that I want to show the students. What if you're going to draw a woman there? Okay, let's just say for the ladies, because I'm not ladies there, right? I'm not a woman there. So I show some of the groups. Okay, when you guys draw women or ladies, when you draw the hairline, don't forget to draw back of the hair. That's one thing. Okay, but this one I'm not using totally direct references. I'm using my imaginations and combined with my kind of samples that came from your friends, okay, at the times, okay, but I improvise basically the shape of it. And don't forget to redesign basically the bottom of the hair, because a lot of people, they trace back again based on the references, but they don't know how to construct and design basically the hair to be more presentable. So you have to work on that, right? Okay, my kind of references, you can watch a lot of anime, manga kind of hairstyle that it works. All right, so to begin with there, okay, I want to look into the references we have back again. Okay, let's just say I'm using these references. All right, I think I have downloaded, right? Wait, let me check. Okay, I have already downloaded. So what I can do, okay, I will open up my files. Okay, the format are going to be. All right, Sai, thank you very much, okay, for joining us. I think I'm going to take your attendance later on, okay? Okay, thank you very much, okay, for joining, and also I've seen basically my kind of announcements, because I've been announced and so check basically, okay, last 2 days. Okay. Okay, so guys, okay, let me check so we hear that right. Okay, let's just say this is okay. I'm using Liquify to work on that. Okay, you guys can try on work on it, okay? And what other thing that I want to show you guys over here right now is, okay, if I'm going to use this one, using Magic Wand to works, inverse, copy, close, and paste. Okay, paste them. So what I'm going to do next? Okay, generally there, okay, I actually have been. I'm going to duplicate that first. Okay, This one I'm going to create for references, okay, when I want to paint and chase later on. Okay, so this one are going to be, okay, the master file. So I'm going to add another layers over here. Okay, this is my sketch. Don't forget to save your file there first. Okay, week 6 lettering demo. Okay, I'm using not basically those update, can always call that Photoshop, but still we have those brushes that we want. Okay, guys, take a look over here. Okay, a lot of people always have this wrong kind of what we call the perceptions. Okay, when it comes to draw there, okay, first of all, check back again the line of actions, right? The line of actions over here that define basically the structure there, okay? The posters there, right? Okay, from here, if you go through back again, sketches. Why we have to create sketches? Because from these sketches, you are going to create a lot of things from here. Okay, for examples, okay, this time I will try to draw my hair a bit kind of different a little bit there. Okay, how to work on it. Okay, if I want to make sure that I can have more kind of understanding on my kind of references, maybe I will basically try to, okay, hairstyles. Okay, let's just say that, right. I'm creating a style for women. Okay, I want to have a long hair. Okay, as a part of my references, a very long hair kind of style, but it has to be fit also with my face. That's also one of those criteria, okay, that I have to go through with it. So at the same time, so I'm going to, okay, let me say that. Took some of the hair that can be used already as a part of my references. There has to be also in front kind of video. Okay, let me check that, guys, okay? If I can get some of the hair. It's quite suitable there. So what I'm going to do next, before I'm going to sketch one. Yeah, I have two different kind of hair. Okay, this one cannot be this one. Okay, this first hair quite interesting. Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to okay, let's just say that I'm going to cut this area there first. All right. And I'm going to cut over these areas. Okay, check a look at guys, okay? This is not tracing kind of line there, right? Okay, you have to remember that, okay, when I actually make these kind of selections, it doesn't mean that I'm tracing them up. but I'm using as a part of my guideline that you works. Okay, I'm going to invert that first. Copy, close, paste. There. So what I'm going to do, because all right, I have to make sure that these hair are going to be fit with my kind of, we call it, face. It looks like it's going to be weird a bit. Okay, but let's just say this is only references there, guys. References. Okay, we don't have to draw the whole thing there yet. Okay, the next thing is right now what I'm going to do. Okay, this is all about sketches, right? Okay, that's why we have to sketch first. First of all, focus more, okay, on your drawings. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to sketch. See? Sketch first. Everyone can see that right from here? Later on there, right? Okay, maybe we're going to do online also there, right? Okay, now, take a look here there, guys, okay, how actually I sketch them up. Especially when I draw basically the teeth there, right? You draw the teeth itself, you cannot draw like this, okay? Check how actually I control the line works when I draw them. See? This is how actually you work on it. I'll actually add some details at the same times. And all right, this is basically the lips. Okay, the upper lips, of course, okay, some of you guys won't be able to see from here. So based on our experience there, right, okay, the things can be solved easily. Okay, when I draw basically the goatees there, okay, I'm also using the same method there, okay, to sketch, you see. That's basically the art of those sketchings. So add some details over here, you see. At the same times right here, okay, when I draw those eyes, you see. Repeat the line there, right? Repeat the line when you draw them. One of the reason we sketch because we want to indicate our details. Okay, make sure that everything that we did is we actually can apply some of the detail from our drawings there, okay? Same goes to our eyebrows there, right? You see? There, an eyebrow there. So all this exercise that we did is to emphasize more on our technical skills there, please. Okay, technical skills there. That's the thing. Okay, our technical skills here on the shadows at the same time that you use. Okay, from here, what else that we can do? Okay, you guys can see basically this, basically the faces, the structures of face, right? So if you go through back again, okay, when I actually do some etchings like this, okay, this is not based on what you saw on those references, but from the experience that you have. Okay, even though the ears, okay, I can draw the ears over here. Check how actually I improvise the shapes of ears. Okay, same goes to the side there, right? How actually I improvise the shapes of the ears there. Now basically the beard, of course, okay, most of you guys doesn't have any beard. I don't see any girls right here right now, okay, have the beard at the same times. But when I actually draw my beard, if you guys will draw some of the people who have beard, okay, this is something that you have to go through like this, okay? How actually you're going to work on that. Draw the line works, okay? Draw the strokes as natural as it can be. Same goes to the mustache there, guys. That's why on the sketches kind of base, you basically have started to understand how to paint and how to construct your line later on. Okay. We add some etchings a bit from there. So if you close these two layers there first, you get this kind of drawings there first. All right. Of course, this is basically the shapes of the head, which is I actually have construct. Okay. Study them back. Now, if I want to draw the hairline, okay, I just want to draw some hairline there, okay. But before that, okay, let me go through basically on the body itself. I saw basically some people, okay, they draw every single part in the separate kind of layers. I think that's basically one of those complex kind of methods that works. So I know basically I'm working with this costume like this. If you want to imagine different costumes, make sure you go through with your references. I want to draw, okay, these characters that I draw, which is myself already, wearing a uniform, okay. Some call the book there, right? I remember also some of the terms from there, okay. But if you want to draw, okay, a person who have this uniform, you have to draw based on references, right? Okay. Let's just say that I think I'm going to find, right, the guy actually wearing this. Yes, Jong Yu. Do you have any questions? Or is it Jong Yu? Yeah, try to find some references like here, all right, which is can give me more kind of understanding, but not other people's drawings there, guys, okay? Okay, right now what I'm going to do, I'm just using some of those references to guide me to draw back again, okay? If you want to draw based on the references, go ahead, okay? But I'm going to use as a part of my guideline there, okay? How to draw back again, how to draw based on the subject matters that I actually have shown there right here. So the construct kind of what we call that samples, okay, how basically they draw the crumples at the same times. All these kind of things will help us as illustrators to work more further on our understanding there. Okay, let's just say like this one there, okay, even though this is a ladies, it doesn't mean we cannot use them as a part of our references there. Okay, but I'm using these references just to guide me, because I cannot basically spend more time, okay, to find more references. Because what I want to show you guys over here, normally I try to make my kind of references, get my references quite spontaneous. Okay, one of the reason I'm using that kind of methods, because I want you guys to see the, okay, one of those advantage, okay, if you actually really practice yourself a lot, some of the areas that you want to draw or some of the element that you're going to draw, you don't need to have a lot of samples all the time. Like you don't have to copy or trace all the time there. Okay, but what we can do from here, okay, for example, right now I actually can draw them there. See, from my references, from my samples that I have. So if I want to redraw this particular kind of fingers there, okay, I can even also draw them back and improvise them at the same time. See? So what else there from here? So from here, okay, I actually can draw back again this. Right? Draw the belts. There, like this. Okay, roughly my sketches there, right? Of course, sometimes, okay, one of the most important thing when you want to draw, this one basically also quite advanced normally for some of you guys. Okay, because I draw without any structures here. Okay, so the difference between, that's what I say, okay, you and me there, okay, experience that I have. Okay, I draw like easy there, okay, but you guys have to do more research from here. So what I can do right now, yeah. See, I will draw the whole things. And even though the foot there, okay, footworks there, right, I will refer to these references. Okay, to draw a foot also need a lot of studies there, guys. But I will show you guys basically how it works right here. If I'm not using references, how actually I draw those. Yeah, see? So generally, you can see there, okay, I have complete my drawings, okay. I made myself a bit more bold there, okay, from here. And then I can actually redraw another kind of layers here. This is for a study purpose there, right? Okay. If you want to draw the hairline, first of all, what you need to do, you need to draw the basic structures of the hair. See, I will draw the hair structures like this first. See, I'm using basically this women kind of hair to practice my kind of way of construct basically my hairline. I remember what I said there before. Okay, we have to redesign the hairliner. Okay, how to work on that? Watch a lot of anime manga later. See, this is maybe my kind of look and feel if I have a long hair. See there, right? Yeah. Okay. This is a part of the sketch process that you need to know how it works. Right. We can draw a lot of styles of hair. Okay. I can draw also the hairstyles are going to be a little bit more like this. But you need to have references. Lah. Okay. Don't just draw from imaginations there, guys. Because you have to admit your imaginations at the moment is quite sucks there. So you can actually draw like this device. Okay, hair number 2, hair number 3. Okay, let's just say I'm going to draw the hair look like this there, okay? I'm using straight hair style there, okay, because they're going to give also a lot of good examples if you want to draw a characters later on, see? If you play what we call that, if she seems to play Street Fighters, okay, one of the characters called Ken, right? Okay, this is basically okay, the hairstyles, okay, from him, maybe. Okay. But to draw the hairstyles, you have to know how to control them. Okay, so for example, this part, okay, I can actually control and redraw back again according to these references if I want to. All right, that's the thing also. All right, that's basically my sketches. So from these sketches, normally I'm going to add a bit more details, okay, some shadows line, they construct from the, okay, I have to define also where the directions of light. So from sketches, I will define them first, okay, where the directions of light are. They can define from this particular kind of what we call the subject matters there, right? So I assume this is basically the shadows that form from here. Okay, shadows that form from here. And normally we can use also different colors there, okay, to define shadows. Same goes to this part there, right? There can be shadows fall off to this side there, okay? All right. That's basically one of my demonstration that based on sketches there. So from now on, please practice back again your sketches when it comes to develop your drawing skills. So next, what I'm going to do over here. Also, okay, from here, I can add another things. This is what we call improvisations there. That's the thing. Okay. So any questions so far? How to sketch yourself, how to compose your caricatures over here? Hmm? No? So let's go through with the ink brushes. All right, Car Ultimate ink brushes are okay, wet medias. Okay, wet medias there. So from here, okay, I will duplicate the layers there first because I want to make these few drawings as a part of my references. All right. So how to draw them using these ink brushes there. Right, this is basically the test for you guys, the challenge for you guys for this week. Okay, because normally some of you guys maybe they thought they can take for granted, okay, when it comes to develop your kind of proper way to sketch. Okay, at this stage also I saw, okay, some of the students still using trace line to work on it. Okay, so when it comes to work with these ink brushes over here, you cannot basically assume that you can draw like you trace. Okay, so what I can do from here, okay, I will start also with eyebrows there. If you watch a lot of comics there, okay, around 90s, 80s there, okay, I don't know whether you guys been born or not. So this is basically the standard kind of methods that most of caricature artists can use, okay, will use to clean up their line using those pen. Okay, and right now, if you look back again at my demonstration that I made right here, and I draw them, the line that I've been working on is a full of quality of line there. And I even can shade them up over here and add more details there, I see, using my cleanup line. Okay, if those who actually want to become anime, manga kind of scholar, okay, they can sometimes they use different kind of tip of pen that works. But for me, okay, right now, to work with these illustrations, especially in caricatures right here, I'm going to start with this kind of line there first. Okay, with this kind of line there. Next weeks, I might going to work with different kind of styles of line works. Okay, watch carefully how actually I draw them. Even though if I want to draw the hairline, I will not draw like this. Okay, this is basically you paste the layers there. Okay, try to make those hair grows from those forehead there. Yeah. Now the ears. See? And then this is going to be the, make sure every single line that you draw later on are going to be combined, okay, and closed up basically the areas there. I'm not trying to have a lot of more details from here at the moment. Because I want you guys to learn first the concept of working with this line works and add some shadings later on there, guys. Okay? Full of quality of line. Even though when I draw these lips and mouth there first, I will use this quality of line there, guys. See? Even though when I draw basically this teeth there, right, I'm using the quality of line to basically portray the distance, the depth of field between the mouth and the teeth itself there, right. Who actually join us right now? Admit. Eric. Okay, welcome, Erin. All right, welcome, Erin. So I add some shadings a bit over here, etching there, right? And I grow some of the details from there. See? This is basically one of those methods of comic line strokes that you guys can apply on your illustrations. Okay, those who actually wanted to have a comic artist as a part of their dream job, okay, you must be able to draw fish there, like this. Okay, make it those particular kind of what we call that hairlines, okay, and every single drawing is looking a bit more natural there. Right, natural thing, guys. So now I'm going to start with the eyes there. Am I actually trace them? Obviously not. Okay. This is some etching that emphasize on the shades there. Okay, for the structures. So the hairline over here. Once I draw them there, right, I try to control basically the design. Remember what I said before? Everything that we did is by design there, right? So you're the one who actually designed those structures there. Okay. And now basically I will draw basically the hands, the fingers itself. A lot of way to draw those arms and hands there, right? The fingers at the same times. So this is only one of it, one of the way that you guys can try that, right? Okay, I even improvise a lot from here. Okay. So even though, okay, this part, okay, you guys can improvise them if you want to. Okay. I made a bit more like a hard line and strokes here. Okay, same goes to this part there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Supposed to be 5 2 there, right? Yeah. Just put a bit kind of details. Yeah. All right. Even though my hand is not that hairy there, right? Just want to give some details, okay, on these characters. That's what I say. This is not about us anymore. It's all about how to build the characters at the same time. So once everything has been in line, okay, have been covered, okay, the line, okay, the next thing that you can do, next selection, okay, this is basically our outline. This is basically our sketch, the right? Number 2. Okay, the next thing that you can do, using Magic Wand, do some selections outside the shapes, the line works, and then inverse. Okay, good to select and inverse there, right? Okay, once you make some selections and inverse, add another layers as a part of the shapes there, right? Okay, the silhouette shapes there. And change the colors there, okay, into more like lighter kind of gray tone, alternate backspace. You can see right here, maybe some of the areas I've missed out there, right? But it's okay. Why? Because of this one there, right? See? What I can do is using brushes back again, just paint. Simple there, guys. Okay? And paint it on. Paint on the same layers that I create the shapes of silhouette. This part can be deleted. Okay? There. So from here, you guys can see a strong shapes of those characters. So every single characters have a very strong shapes. Okay, if you look back again on these characters, they look a bit more like a lion kind of head there, right? Because I've designed the characters like that. So everything that I do is by design, guys. It's not coincidence, guys. Okay, it's not a coincidence, but spontaneously I create the whole things based on my planning in my head. So to develop that kind of skills takes time. So I give you guys some samples, some demonstration how it works. Okay. Okay. So far, any questions? How to work with it? Any questions there from fashion students and also RML there, okay, students there. So everyone understood, right? How actually it works first? How to make selections, how to draw, how to sketch, how to combine those lines, how to practice also your hands to draw. Okay, at the same times right here, you can add also another details, okay, some of the details there, right? You because the hairline flows doesn't actually stop right here. Okay, see? But you need to understand, okay, the structures that form basically the hair, the flows. That's why when we work with our first kind of our second assignment, second exercise, okay, you need to study basically the shapes of the hair, okay, at the stage. Okay, draw naturally, okay, because I saw some students draw only one. They thought by drawing one is good enough there, right? Okay, and then when they come to design the characters, they start to have a lot of challenges, difficulties to develop basically those kind of design there, okay? Because why? Because you're not paying attention, okay? When I ask you guys to draw more than one, just draw them. Okay, just draw them there, guys. All right, so right here, once we add the selections is to give us basically privilege to make another selections there. Let's just say I'm going to start to paint or draw basically we can use basically others kind of features, okay, in order for you to make selection. For example, right now I try to make selections right here. Separate between face, skin tone there, okay, and the body. Okay, but my selections are going to be a little bit more sloppy there, guys, okay, because I'm not, for me, that's a part of the way I'm going to present it, my kind of illustrations. For some of you guys, okay, you need a little bit more, like more disciplines that you works on that, okay, especially, okay, when you are learning, okay, how actually it works first, okay, the concept of working with these lasso tools. I really suggest you to have more discipline than mine there, right? For me, because I have to run out basically time, like I have to go through with time, like I will have to work with time there. So that means I am going to make a very quick selections over here, but I'm not using the quick selection mask that works. Okay, I'm using a conventional way that works, because for me it will give a lot of advantage for me to control basically my selection areas. At the same time, I can make it a bit more natural there. Okay. Okay. So what I can do right now, I'm going to make some inverse there, right? And copy and paste. Let's have a look at it. So this is basically my areas of selection there, guys. Okay, my areas of selections. I can even also can paint some of the areas that I find are going to be affected, basically the skin. Okay, very conventional there, okay, but the results are going to be outstanding normally. So for this week, I'm going to use some conventional kind of what we call that paint kind of styles. Okay, so we're focusing, this is basically the shapes, and we are going to focusing on the toning there, okay, and this is basically going to be the shades there, shadows. Define shadows is simple. Okay, this is the layers that we're going to paint. Make some selection first on the shapes. Okay, let's just say this one there, right? Some of the areas need to paint back. Okay? Fill in there, okay? Fill in there, right? Okay, make some selection there first. Click to the shadows layers there, the empty layers there, okay? Okay, from here, Our job is to find the right brushes. One of my suggestion brushes are going to be the hard round pressure opacity flow. This one. Okay. These brushes over here. These brushes, if you add another, what we call that, more tone there from there, this is the result that you get. Okay. But our point is right now we're going to blend the skin tone and the shadows at the same time. Okay. The base colors there. So what I'm going to do to control more, reduce the flow. And then start to paint according to the dimension, the radius size. Okay, let's just say this one, okay, a bit more darker there, right? This one also have right here. Same goes to this part and this part there, guys. Take a look there, right? Okay, how actually I paint it. Circling around sometimes. Okay, circling around. This area also has tone a bit because we draw the hair there, right? Okay, that's also one of the things there. Okay, the ears. This part there, right? A bit more darker there, right? So, and same goes to this one. Right. So paint carefully there, okay, and increase the size frequently according to the areas that you're going to cover there. Obviously, this part a bit more, okay, so okay, using basically the right kind of flows. I'm using right now around 14%. Okay, 14% of it. To adjust the tone back again. The lips, of course, they have to be a bit more darker than the skin tone there. Right? Everyone should use grayscale there, okay? Work with the grayscale there, okay? So I already mentioned a lot, and today I will mention with the big groups over here there, okay? Work with the grayscale there first before next week. We're going to start with the coloring there, okay? With the color schemes. Okay, more darker tone from here, but try to blend it up at the same times. A lot of people miss out this window there, okay? They actually, right, doesn't basically get the right kind of shades because they don't actually increase the size or adjust the size during the process of shadings. The shadings are the blue like this, guys, okay? Blend it up basically with the skin tones, okay? The same discipline that we're going to use when we develop basically those drawing for our, what we call it, coloring there, okay, kind of methods there, right? See? Almost, okay, the same kind of methods that I've actually been working on it before. All right, this part, right? The shadows fall off to the this side there, okay, bottoms there. Same goes to this side. Okay? I improvised a bit on the position of the hands and knuckles. Okay, this one there, right? Shadow should be fall off right here. And shadow fall off right here. Okay. The more tone that you give there, okay, the more volume that you give, okay, on the tone, the more that you can get more realistic kind of looks there from there. From here, okay, I'll refer back again on the areas of those shadows that are fine. I will add more details there, see? As a size, and goes to this part. And now we're going to mix up also with the hot round pressure brushes, okay? To give more solid kind of shadows kind of looks from here. before I'm going to work on it, I'm going to add some highlight there first. Okay. This part, right? Okay. In to the top, okay? Bottom top, like bottom top, okay? All these paint styles has to be included, okay? Has to be applied, which based on those the areas that you're going to move there, okay, when you paint them. To give more better kind of results, of course, okay, you have to add some highlight little. That's okay to give more details. Okay. Same goes to this part over here. And that's basically the skin tone that we see from here, right? Okay. So to add and highlight, okay, white colors there. Adjust a little bit, reduce a bit more. Okay, around 11 is quite okay there. So work with the highlights, okay, brushes. Where are the directions of highlights? Okay, right here. See? I'm going to paint like this one there. According to the structures of those tone. This part, right? With more highlight. Same goes to this part over here. The same goes to this part. Right? Too much. And this part basically also had a highlight. Same goes to this part. Okay. This kind of details there. Okay. Yeah. What's next? Okay. This part also has highlight a bit. Same goes to this one. Huh? So to blend it more better there, okay, for me, okay, I will add the eyes, okay, paint the eyes there first. But don't paint eyes, okay, look a bit more too opaque on light. White. So leave it basically some areas with the shades there first. See? It will give more natural kind of look. Same goes to the teeth itself there, right? See? Leave a bit some space on the shades that you define basically the shadow from the teeth there. Now, what you can do over here, you can change it to hard brown pressure brushes. If I'm using the pressure brushes over here, right? 11%, all right, okay, that means I can actually add more kind of what we call a solid kind of shadows there. More strong kind of looks and feels there. On the lips itself, this kind of methods basically I borrow from I basically not borrow, but I'm taking from the traditional way of painting the right. But mix them up all together with little kind of style directions. Okay, so
Sir, your mic is off.
all right, guys. Okay, welcome back there, guys. Okay, right. So right now, okay, when we paint the guys, okay, when you paint the eyes, okay, we don't have to basically add a lot of too much darker kind of tone, okay, on the eyes, okay, because we want to make the eyes a bit more glowing there at the same time too. Okay, that's the reason why we don't paint too dark on those eyes there. So from here, I can add also some shades, okay, for those eyebrow there. Okay, set some shades first on the eyebrows there first. And I think we can do a bit more tweaking on the and the shadows around here. Right, like this. Even though the lips itself. Some of the shadows right here indicate basically some of the details. Yeah. Right? And same goes to basically with the what we call the inside of mouth directly. And some of those gum from those mouth. All right, that's basically the combination between what we call that soft brushes and also hard round pressure brushes. Okay, with the minimal kind of flows that you use. Yeah. All right. The next thing is going to be the hairline. Okay, the hair. How are we going to work on that? Okay, the hair. This is the silhouette of the shapes. To make it more fast, I can paint the hair first, okay? Using basically the silhouette shapes, but I'm going to duplicate that first, okay? I don't want to interrupt basically the master file from there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the soft brushes first. And I'm going to paint in gradient there, okay? In gradient there. I'm not going to paint the whole things, but I'm going to paint in gradient there, okay? That means I'm going to leave the highlight, top light, okay? The light source from top and also to the bottoms, okay? And I can also work with the shadings, okay? Before I go to shades, okay? Maybe I can actually color that first. This part. The white colors there. The shades. Okay, slowly color them out, okay? Don't color the hair. The same goes to these areas over here. Right? So the next things later on, we can actually paint also the belt. The best way you're using basically the hard round pressure brushes. Huh? Okay, more opaque the right. But at the same time, when I paint them out there, guys, okay, I try to paint according to the structures of this belt. But okay, my kind of method's a bit sloppy right now. If you can want to make some selections, go ahead. You make it more better there, okay? So from here, now I can start to paint the hair. So how I should paint the hair there, okay? First of all, I can paint the hair according to the shadows there, okay? Where basically my reference is now, okay? Let's just say this is a shadows line there, right? When I paint the hair, see there, guys? Oops, not these layers. This is the layers there, all right? So we'll paint the hairline, okay, according to the shadows there, I see. Just the size, just the size there, in the hair, see. I paint the beard at the same time using the same methods. Of course, okay, from the hair, kind of what we call that formations, this part are going to be a bit more darker because covered by the head, right? If I control a bit more on the shadows, I can also draw basically the uniform at the same time there, right? See? So from here, I can add some highlight. I'll actually draw the highlight. It's by the highlight, all right? Paint the highlight just like I paint the hair. Close. Okay. Same goes to the beard itself there. Okay. Next, what we can do from here, I can make some selections like this to define the shadows of the hair. Okay, can you see that, right? Using lasso kind of technique, like we draw basically the landscape before. I will design basically the shadows kind of shapes from the hair structures. The same goes to this part over here for the beard itself there. And I'm not going to use this one, okay, to define shadows there first. Using alternate, cover some of those negative space on the areas there. Okay, so once I get it right from the hair shapes there, right, copy paste and multiply that. Voila. Okay, I can reduce the opacities. This is basically the shapes of the what we call the shapes of those hair, the shadows of the hair. Okay, and that's how it goes. Okay, what else that we can do from here? And use also those brush, Alka Ultimate Pencil brushes. Okay, I'm going to add another layers there, not multiple layers. White colors there, right? I could draw some details there of the hair, see? But not too much there, guys. See? Just to indicate the hairline and structure. But this is basically some sloppy kind of method there, guys, okay? Which is I actually want to speed up basically my process. But still can look presentable there. So especially when you create your line works above the outline. You can create more details there. Okay, for the whole presentations. Okay. This is basically some glowing light, okay, backlight, okay. The reflections right and based on these illustrations. Okay. So normally I'm going to mix them up, okay, the line works and also the shadings at the same time. I didn't paint right here. I can paint later on if you want to. All right. So that's how actually it goes, guys. Okay, to add some shadings and shades in your illustrations for these caricatures. Okay. Easy peasy there, right? Huh? I thought just now we have around 96 students, 94 students. And suddenly, okay, some of them, okay, dismiss early there, okay, leave the session early. So guys, from here, okay, let me go through with the backgrounds there, right? I need to find some dojo there, right? Okay, kind of photos. Okay, dojos, background there. Find some of those related dojo kind of backgrounds, which is I can use. Maybe this is one of the good example that I have. Save those images there first. One. Okay, let us give a try there first. Two. Some of those pictures cannot be added there, right? Okay, maybe this one. Try that first. API file. Yeah, I have one just now that I can use. Open up the files. Make sure the pictures also are going to be quite clear for you guys to use directly. One, select all, copy, close, paste at the backgrounds over here. Right, even though these pictures were in their landscape format, you can actually scale them up. Okay, and try to make sure you guys can also use these pictures to guide you guys that works on your illustrations. Okay, I think it's quite clear enough. Adjust. I'm going to use some gradient map. Okay, to make it grayscales. Quite blurry a little bit there, right? What I can do, I can also use. Maybe I'm going to use some sort of like duplicate that first, and I try to use this filters on sharp mask there, right? You see, on sharp mask. At the same time, so I'm going to use adjust posterize 5, make it more cartoon 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, if I reduce a bit more, all right, just to make it more like a cartoon skull there, okay? And then I'm going to use this silhouette, duplicate that first. Okay, because the light came from those back there, right? Multiply. Okay, multiply that first. I'm going to improvise a little bit right here. Silhouette itself, I can actually go to levels, make it more darker there, right? So for filters, blur, Gaussian blur effects there. There. From here, what I can do also there, right? Using brush tools. Brush tool, especially your ink brushes. I will draw some sort of like shadows there, okay? Etching. To give basically some look and feel that these characters will belong into the background there, right? Okay. What else that we can do from here? We can use brushes, all right? Our paint brushes, especially hot ground pressure brushes over here, to develop basically the from these backgrounds, okay? I'll create some light, okay, some ray of light, with minimal turn off. Okay, a ray of light from here. Okay. So from here, I can actually add also another layers to create basically some sort of like glowing effects. There, right. So actually we finished them. Okay. So actually I have complete basically these illustrations. Okay. Try to break down the line, the layers at the same time when you submit your works. The first illustrations that you have to study right now, you need to basically provide the layers, and also there has to be in grayscale kind of tone, right? That's the first thing there. And then next week I'm going to work with the comic. Okay, all right, guys. So hopefully this demonstration will give you insight how actually going to develop basically your caricatures over here. So before you turn yourself into other people's cartoons, I want you guys to work with these caricatures. All right. So any questions so far? Any questions there, guys? If no questions, okay, put on the chat box and give also some response from here. Okay, give some response from here. All right. Okay, now guys, okay, please explore more on your drawings and your line works and use better references that you works. Okay, so I'll see you guys next week. Have a good holiday, have a good weekend at the same time, and I'll see you guys around there, right? Okay. All right, thank you very much. Okay, good luck with your assignments, with your explorations. I'll see you guys around next week. All right, take care of you guys, and also good luck and all the best. All right, bye bye. Attendance. Young and Chi.
Sir,
Yes.
I have done one drawing.
Yes.
Can I show it?
You can, right? Like Chi, right? Who else there? Attendance, okay. Hushin. One Hushin. Jackson. Chan Jing Kia. Okay. Hushin, okay. Ang Hui Ling. Okay, where is it? All right. You want to share screen?
Yeah. Mm.
Hurry up there, right? Okay, because I have to go to Kuala Selangor after this, right? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
This one.
All right. Okay. What I see from here, okay, the hairline has to be improved a little bit more. Okay.
Okay, hairline
Okay. Don't
and
control a bit more, put it on your hair. Okay, to make it a bit more like more softer kind of looks. Okay.
soft.
Maybe you can cut basically the side, okay, the right side of the hair. Just put it a little bit more like a more solid kind of structures there. Okay, that cover basically the areas. Same goes to the left side. Okay.
Okay.
Still look natural, so right? Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the color.
The shading.
mm,
Okay,
should
try
be
to play with those hard round pressure brushes. Blend it up, okay, on the shadows. At the same time, use soft brushes to add some shadows more there, okay, from there.
for the face.
Yes, for the face.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
Playing around also with the shadows, okay, from the lasso tools for the hairline, right? Okay.
the soft to
Mm.
hairline.
Okay,
Okay.
you can mix them up all the time there, okay, to work on it. And of course, okay, from here there, okay, you need to do more, okay, and try to construct a bit more better on the nose structures at the same time. So okay, when you clean up the line, okay.
Okay.
Mm. This is the first time I can try that, right?
Yeah.
I can do a lot of improvement from there. Okay, try to study a bit more further how to draw the hair using manga character style, there, right?
Okay.
Okay. Remember, right?
All right.
Whatever we do, we try to redesign the whole shape back again, not just by tracing them. Okay. So design them
Okay.
better. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Okay, guys.
Okay. Thank
Good
you,
luck.
sir.
Practice more. All right. Bye bye.